Shalom. Shalom and welcome. Welcome to Final Exodus Readiness, an end-time ruling series. This is the series conclusion. This concludes the series of the Final Exodus Readiness. Shalom and welcome. My name is Symmanayah. Let's begin. My brothers and sisters, I'm aware that there will be those who will criticize or comment regarding why I believe that I was compelled to present an installment entitled Series Conclusion. Why not just say I'm done and let it be? But that is your choice, of which is realized. There will be those who will listen and may find that something may trigger something within that is of value. With that said, my brothers and sisters, I encourage each and every one of you who hear these words. You decide, you be the judge, as you believe you are directed by the Spirit of Yahuah, sent in Yahusha's name. Remember, each of us will be held accountable for every action that proceeds from these earthen vessels. Know this, O Yasharal, there will be a final exodus. And there will be those who will prove to be among us who understand the importance of final exodus readiness, having a ready mind, body, and soul, prepared to respond to the words of the Most High Father sent in Yahusha's name. As this series comes to a close, it would be wise to consider if you receive something of value, maybe, just maybe, the Most High have given you the task and empowered you to pass it on to others. Who takes a candle and hide it under a bed? Are we holding up our candles? Are we holding up our lights? Could the morsels of truth and set apartness be as candles? Movement come, O Yasharal. The final exodus is indeed before us. And we will realize that the actions, the experiences that we are witnessing are for a reason, are for a purpose. This series, Final Exodus Readiness, was presented for the building up of an awakening nation in preparation for the final journey as it relates to those who will be among the ranks that will fulfill the words of Isaiah 11:12, which speaks of being gathered from the four corners of the earth and more. While every set apart person will not, let me repeat, will not journey back to the promised land before the physical return of Yahusha, this does not stop what must and will come to pass regarding the plan laid out by Abba Father, Yahuah. If you are one who is listening to this conclusion without taking under consideration every installment, there is no doubt in my mind something would have been missed. Sure, I realize it's not about me, my brothers and sisters, but if the words I speak are true, time will prove they have life in them. And if you have purposely ignored them without even giving prayer to what the Most High is saying to you, something is missed. Anyone who can appreciate a spare tire in times when there is a flat could very well appreciate this series. Anyone who understands the value of a fire extinguisher during a time of a possible controllable fire would appreciate this series. Anyone who has been in the path of a storm, whether a tornado, tsunami, hurricane, etc., knows and appreciates the roles of warnings and instructions that prepare the mind and get us ready for such events. Consider this series as one packed with instructions and warnings that will prove to be valuable to those who are awakening. While I'm compelled to believe this series has life, it is you, the listener, only you who can confirm whether it has life to you or not. Only you who are the listener can confirm whether the Most High Father drawed you to these messages, that they equip you with things that may be of value in these final days. My brothers and sisters, it is my prayer that if and only if anything I present to you is confirmed to be set apart, that the Almighty Yahuah gets all the esteem and credit. It is my prayer that Yahusha Mashiach is lifted up and we witness him draw all men to himself as written in John 12:32. End times are indeed here. They are very much real. End times will prove to bring the most challenging of times that we've ever faced in our lives. There will come times when we must, and we will, move. And some will fall victim as a result of stubbornness and rebelliousness and fall victim to the destruction that lies ahead. And there will be those who will find out that it's just a matter of time, sooner than we expect, that we will be required to do things that are asked of us that we never imagined. Take the words of this series, Final Exodus Readiness. Take it and strongly consider sharing them, discussing each installment as you believe you are charged by the Spirit of Yahusha. While I have breath, I will continue to seek out what I am instructed by the Spirit of Yahuah, sent in Yahusha's name. I will continue to recognize how the Spirit of Yahusha will indeed teach, comfort, and make free from strongholds each and every one of those whom he has promised to deliver. I will seek to acknowledge and obey his living orders. Yes, I believe he is present and his orders are alive. It will be wise for each of us to understand that there are end-time tasks that must and will get done, O Yasharal. The promises of the Almighty Yahuah, from his discipline to his vengeance to his wrath, as well as the promise to gather and return his children to the land of our forefathers, the promised land, all will be fulfilled. I pray that we grow to learn how to seek, discern, and identify what is expected and when, that we know how to respond with a ready mind, body, and soul. In closing, my brothers and sisters, I salute your patience, your fortitude, and endeavors in pursuing what the words of the Spirit of Yahuah have for each of us, individually and collectively. Stay tuned, my brothers and sisters. I am compelled to believe there is more, much more work ahead for us regarding the final Exodus and regarding these end times. I will soon introduce the next series. I've decided to try using YouTube Premiere, which informs viewers ahead of time regarding new content releases. YouTube Premiere also allows live chat during the premiere of the new content, and I will be committed towards being present. I will make every attempt to respond as I believe I am compelled. Let us be prayerful and choose our words wisely when engaging one another in conversations, lest we find ourselves victim and or promoters of unwise discussion. So yes, let us engage, my brothers and sisters, in communications, but let us do so wisely. Let us do so prayerfully. By no means hold back, if and only if you believe you are directed to comment and or ask questions. I state these words because I have no doubt there will be individuals pushing an agenda that is wicked and evil. I have no doubt there will be those who believe with confidence that they are right, but time will prove them to be confidently wrong. And there will be those who will be right. Let us know we must and will learn to submit one towards another, as the Spirit of Yahusha is working through us, towards us, one towards another. I will attempt to keep the channel clean from obviously wicked and those who will prove to be disruptors. But I ask your prayers as it relates to guarding what is indeed set apart. This next series, I believe, my brothers and sisters, will prove to be potent, important, just as the previous series, in my humble opinion. But only you can confirm or disaffirm these words. Yasharal, set apart Yasharal. There will be the set apart chosen of the Most High Yahuah who will confirm these words. There will be those who will participate actively in end times like never imagined. The final Exodus will not occur at the blink of an eye, nor will it come in an instant, as I have mentioned in times past. Time will prove there is much work to be done. We will witness the success of the Almighty Father Yahuah's plan through his set-apart spirit, sent in Yahusha's name, working in us, through us, one towards another. Brace yourselves, my brothers and sisters. Gird up, for extreme humbling times are coming. They're coming in conditions that we would have never thought we would be in the midst of. Remember, in order for end times to be fulfilled, in order for there to be an Exodus, there must and will be details, actions carried out by those chosen by Abba Father, led by his set-apart spirit in Yahusha's name. We have work to do, my brothers and sisters. So until next time, be encouraged, for our redemption is indeed drawing near, nearer than most can imagine. Thanks for tuning in to this series, Final Exodus Readiness, and may our Father, Yahuah, through his set-apart spirits in Yahusha's name, richly provide all that is necessary for true worship and obedience to Him. Again, stay tuned, for I am compelled to believe there's much more as I present the next series. If you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel, it is my understanding you will get notified. If you are connected via Facebook and or Twitter, you will be able to see a notice. As I stated on more than one occasion, I know it is not about me. It is about true worship and obedience to the Almighty Yahuah. It is about recognizing Yahusha is indeed the Almighty Father's word manifest in the flesh. It is indeed the name that He wants us to recognize when He sent His set-apart Spirit to teach us, comfort us, to direct us, to guide us, to direct our footsteps, to lead us into refuge, to lead us into that waiting place, to lead us into His strength before we face physical death or before we face that physical transformation. For there will be those who will be physically alive when the physical return of Yahusha Mashiach comes upon the completion of this plan, before we find ourselves transformed, before we face the ultimate judgment day. Yasharal, Yasharal, my brothers, my sisters, set apart ones of Yahuah, both Hebrews and Gentiles, or both Abari, or Abri, and Goy. Abri meaning those who cross over, seed of Abraham. And Goy mean other nations, same as saying Gentiles. But those who are Goy and those who are Abri, who are joined together by Yahusha Mashiach as a result of seeking to do the will of the Almighty Father, we are brothers, we are sisters, we are family. We are the awakening nation. Ready or not, unity comes. Until next time, Shalum, Shalum, Shalum.